Hello, welcome to nixtoday.com, a health and beauty website, where you can read or listen to the recommendations. Now we will see how to fight the heat, what to do and how to prevent a heat stroke. Let's get started. Introduction. Summertime has arrived and with it, heat waves. Though we're all more than happy to enjoy the warm weather, it can also be dangerous and lead to heat stroke if we're not careful. Heat stroke is a medical emergency and requires immediate treatment, so it's important to understand what it is, know how to prevent it, and be aware of what you can do in the event that you or someone else experiences a heat stroke. In this post I will lay out some tips on how you can stay safe and beat the heat this summer season. We'll cover what exactly constitutes a heat stroke, prevention methods such as hydration and avoiding direct sunlight during peak hours, as well as signs and symptoms that indicate a person might be experiencing a heat stroke. With these simple steps you can enjoy your summer while keeping your health in check. Let's dive in. What is heat stroke? Have you ever felt like the heat was just too much to handle? Did you ever feel exhausted and dizzy on a hot summer day? If so, there's a possibility that you're suffering from heat stroke. Heat stroke is a serious medical condition that occurs when your body can no longer regulate its own temperature, leading to an incredibly high temperature of over 104 degrees Fahrenheit. The most common symptoms of heat stroke include confusion, nausea, pounding headaches, rapid breathing, and fainting. But even if these symptoms don't seem to apply to you, it's still important to recognize the signs of overheating and take precautions in order to avoid any complications or serious problems. That being said, it's important for everyone to take the necessary steps to prevent heat stroke. Stay hydrated with cool drinks throughout the day, wear cool clothing like light colors and breathable fabrics, find areas with shade or air conditioning on hot days. Taking these precautions can help make sure that both you and your family stay safe in the summer heat. Symptoms of heat stroke. Heat stroke is no joke, especially during summer. It's a medical emergency that can cause serious damage to our organs and even death. To protect yourself from heat stroke and its many dangers, it's important to know what it looks like before the effects become too serious. The most common signs of heat stroke are dizziness, nausea, confusion, and headache. You may also experience cramps, fast heartbeat, red or dry skin, and difficulty breathing. If you think you might be experiencing any of these signs or if you see someone else exhibiting them, it's crucial to take action right away. Immediately move to a cooler place or pour cold water or any other cold refreshing liquid on yourself to help lower your body temperature and reduce the risk of heat exhaustion progressing into heat stroke. Seek medical attention if necessary as soon as possible. How to prevent heat stroke? For me, prevention is key in combating heat stroke. While I'm doing my best to avoid being exposed to extreme temperatures and dehydration, I also make it a priority to pay attention to my body's needs before, during and after activities that take place in the heat. Here are a few tips on how I keep myself safe from extreme temperatures and excessive sweating. Hydration. Staying hydrated is vital for keeping yourself cool when the weather heats up. Drinking water before, during and after outdoor activities helps regulate your body temperature and keep skin from drying out too much. I always make sure I'm bringing a reusable water bottle with me wherever I go. Clothes. Light colored and loose fitting clothing are best for summer days. I opt for moisture wicking shirts so sweat evaporates quickly off my skin. Synthetic fabrics are better than cotton as they help keep sweat away from the body faster. Sunscreen and shade. When heading out in sunny weather, it's important to put on sunscreen or sunblock SPF 30+ with both UVA and UVB protection of at least 15 minutes before going outside, reapplying every 2 hours or more frequently if you're swimming or sweating heavily. If possible, seek shade whenever you can throughout the day. It helps conserve your energy as well as keep your skin safe from harsh UV rays. Ways to cool down your body when you're overheating. When it comes to keeping cool in hot weather, I take a two-pronged approach. One is to stay cool, and the other is to prevent heat stroke. And here's how I do it. Drink lots of water. I'm sure you've heard it before, but one of the best, and easiest, ways to keep your body cool and prevent heat stroke is by drinking plenty of water. It's important to stay hydrated, especially during hot weather. Plus, when you drink enough water, your body temperature stays regulated, which helps keep you from overheating. Stay out of the sun and find shade. When I'm in hot weather, I try to limit my time in direct sunlight as much as possible. If I'm going outdoors, I make sure to bring an umbrella or wear a hat for extra protection. I find that this helps keep my body cooler for longer periods of time. On days when it's really hot outside, I make sure to stay indoors where it's air conditioned and stay out of the sun for extended periods of time. Dress appropriately. Wearing lightweight clothing allows your body more ventilation so that any sweat that is created evaporates quickly from your skin. For me personally, if I'm outdoors in hot weather, I tend to wear light-colored clothing and short sleeves, which provides better airflow, which helps me maintain a cooler body temperature overall. Tips for staying hydrated during high temperatures. Staying hydrated is key to beat the heat and prevent heat stroke. I always make sure I'm prepared with a big water bottle when I'm heading out in hot weather. But here are some more tips on how to stay hydrated, while also beating the heat. Drink fluids before you feel thirsty. If you wait until you feel thirsty, it's likely that you've already become dehydrated, so try to drink before you feel thirsty. This is easy for me. I keep track of how often I take a sip and just take regular breaks to make sure my water bottle stays full. Drink plenty of water. The American Heart Association recommends drinking at least 64 ounces, 8 glasses, of water per day, but when it's really hot out, you may need even more than that. Try sipping on cool drinks like herbal iced tea or soda, keeping a glass of cool water nearby, or adding fresh fruits and vegetables for extra flavor. Avoid drinks with caffeine or alcohol. It can be tempting to enjoy a glass of cold beer on a summer day, but it's important to be aware that alcohol and caffeine can contribute to dehydration. So if it's hot and sunny outside, stick to water. Heat exhaustion versus heat stroke. Knowing the difference. It's important to know the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke in order to beat the heat. Heat exhaustion is when your body has been in the heat so long that it can't cool itself down, and your body temperature rises to an unhealthy level. Heat stroke, on the other hand, is more serious. It's when your body temp is so high that it begins to damage organs and tissues. Heat exhaustion symptoms. Heat exhaustion symptoms to watch out for include heavy sweating, pale skin, fast, weak pulse, nausea/vomiting, muscle cramping, fatigue/weakness, dizziness/fainting. If you or someone you know experiences these symptoms, take immediate steps to cool off. Lie in a cool spot with your feet raised or take a cool shower or bath. Drink plenty of fluids but avoid alcohol. If symptoms don't improve in 15 minutes, seek medical help. Heat stroke symptoms. Heat stroke symptoms are more severe. If a person begins slurring words or becoming confused and having a headache, these are signs of heat stroke and medical attention must be sought immediately. Other signs of heat stroke include high body temperature, 103°C for higher, hot, red skin that may be dry or dripping sweat, rapid, strong pulse, loss of consciousness. It's important to take action right away. If you suspect someone has heat stroke, don't wait as it can be life-threatening. Conclusion. As summer approaches, you should take precautions to keep yourself safe. Stay hydrated, avoid spending too much time in the sun, wear lightweight, light-colored clothing, and take frequent breaks. Heat stroke is a serious condition, but if you take the necessary precautions, you can enjoy the summer without having to worry about it. By being aware of the dangers of heat stroke, you can ensure that you and your family stay safe. Take steps to prevent heat stroke and make sure you recognize the symptoms so that you can act quickly if needed. With the right knowledge and preparation, you can enjoy the summer without having to worry about heat stroke.